Coaches, what is going on? Hope you're doing well and amazing. You clicked on this video, chances are because your content is getting views, but you are not getting clients. And I understand where you're coming from because right now, you probably either have a 9 to 5 job or you are an in-person trainer. And right now, you might be feeling burned out. You're stressed, you're waking up every day, you're getting older, and you're just getting more frustrated that you're not living your true purpose. Your true purpose is to help people through health and fitness, but you're tied down to the gym floor or you're building somebody else's dream instead of your own with your 9 to 5. And it could definitely be a stressful life. And I used to be there. I used to be having different jobs and also in-person training, and I wasn't living my purpose and I was super frustrated. I was super burned out, right? And for you, what you ultimately want is more freedom for you. You want to travel, you want to have more freedom in your schedule, you want an open calendar so you could actually feel like a kid again and do the stuff that you love without just being tied down to work. And you want more impact, right? In person or with your 9 to 5, there's limited impact you can have. But if you're helping people through social media, online, over the whole world, you'll have way more impact and more income. Because with your 9 to 5 or in-person training, you are capped right now. But with online, there literally is no cap. There is no ceiling when it comes to online coaching. You can make as much as you want. You can help as many people as you want, and you can start actually living your dream life. And that's what I want for you. All right. But the problem is, coaches, right now your social media content is not converting into clients or income and money. It's just really not. And so I want you to know too, coaches, it's not because you're not posting enough, right? You don't have to post a crazy amount. I have a client, Garrett, and he hit over $10,000 in a single month with barely posting. He would just post on his stories sometimes, barely on his feed, but he had other systems in place, and I'm going to share what those systems are in this video that helped him make over $10,000 in a single month. Okay, and there's a video on my YouTube, me and Garrett do an interview if you want to check that out, all right? Right, it's also not because you don't have a shredded physique. I talk to a lot of coaches, they're like, yeah, well, all these guys are ripped. People should just sign up with them. That's actually not the case. You don't need to be super shredded to have a successful online business. Also, you don't need a website, and you don't need a ton of clients, right, and a crazy amount of experience. Okay, so I want to just crush those limiting beliefs, that glass ceiling that's holding you back, because none of that is true. You don't need a fancy website or funnel or anything. And if you're posting content and it's not converting, I'm going to get into why. All right. The truth is you're not getting clients because of 3 reasons that I'm going to go over. If I said before 2 reasons, I apologize. It's 3. There's 3 main reasons why your content right now is actually not landing you clients. All right. And we're going to get into it. It's really going to help you out. Stay until the end because the last one is honestly most important. It's going to make you the most money. But first thing, coaches, truly, you're not speaking to your niche. And you hear this word a lot. Should I get a niche? Some people say niche. It's your preference, right? But we hear this like, oh, I need a niche, or I'm helping a niche, right? I help parents. But a lot of you are actually not speaking to the pains and the desires of your niche. A lot of you, you're posting just random workouts, random nutrition tips that are not targeted to a specific type of person. And I love that you're posting content. Like anytime I see coaches posting content, I respect you a ton, but I can just tell when a coach is making money and when they're not, due to if they're speaking towards a niche, right? So let's just take this off the top of my head, but let's just take nutrition, for example, right? So here are 3 hacks for fat loss when it comes to nutrition. That is just a general post. But what if I start the video like this? If you're a busy dad over 40 and every morning you wake up groggy, low on energy, and you look in the mirror and see the beer belly, here are 3 nutrition hacks that will help you lose your next 20 pounds within 90 days. That's a lot more specific. That's going to get your niche on the other side of the phone to be like, wow, this coach is for me. So start speaking towards your niche. Number 2, your niche doesn't know you on a deep level. Coaches, think about your famous, like idolized actor or artist, like a songwriter or artist. Just like someone maybe like famous or sports player, whatever it is, right? Like for me, I love Tom Brady. All right, you might hate me now, but I just grew up playing football in the Northeast. If you don't know Tom Brady, he's a football player. This is just an example. It doesn't really matter if you know him or not, right? But I know him, not just that he plays football, but I know where he went to college. I know that he guest stars in some shows and some TVs. I know that he's what he does after football. I know his family life. I know his personal life. So I know him on a deep level. If Tom Brady came out with a course based on something that I needed, I'm going to be first in line because I know Tom on a deep level. Does your audience, does your niche know you on a deep level? Or do they just know you're a fitness coach and you're just posting some workouts, tips and tricks here and there? Do they know that? Or do they know your personal story? Do they know your upbringing? Do they know your adversity? How you went through that breakup? How you went through that divorce? How you went through that injury? How you gained 50 pounds? How you went through that surgery? How you battled that illness? If you're not talking about that, you're leaving money and clients on the table. They need to know you on a deep level. We are in a trust recession right now. I'm filming this mid-2026, okay? And not a lot of people trusting each other on the internet. They're going to trust you a lot more and hand over their credit card to you if they actually know who they're speaking to on a deep level. Okay. And last thing, number 3, is you're not posting enough client results or your own client results, your own results. Okay. If you want to call yourself your own client, you can do that, right? But if you're looking at number 3 and you're like, well, I don't have client results right now. It's okay. Literally post your own transformation and your upbringing with fitness. That counts. And then once you start to get clients, you want to extract as much proof as possible. So I put some examples here for you, okay? Now, the best you can do is a before and after, right? This is my client, Dan. He lost over 40 pounds, right? And you could just see the difference in his body, all right? That's going to, like, that one picture will say 1,000 words. That's most powerful with fitness is a before and after. You could also do, right, like testimonial videos. If someone makes you a testimonial video, hey, I worked with Coach Danny, I loved it, right? That is also very powerful. But also look at this, right? You can put a graph going down. My client Dan lost 40 pounds. If you want to lose weight and you want to have more energy, vote below on this poll below and I'll send you info, right? That can be something right there, right? It could be messages of clients that are winning, right? Simple stuff. Honestly feels awesome. It's been a year and a half since I've been under 200 pounds, right? So you can take simple messages that you can post as client results, or it can just be a full transformation before and after. But literally what I recommend, coaches, is at least twice per week on your feed, posting client results or your own transformation. And obviously you don't want to share your own story like the same way every time. If you share your story, share it from different perspectives each week, right? One week could be the mindset perspective that changed your life, then the nutrition, and then the workouts, and then the physical transformation, then the mental transformation, then the emotional transformation, then the spiritual transformation. That's 7 weeks of your own transformation that you could split up into posts. And then when it comes to client results, you can throw that in. I post client results. I try to at least on my story like 5 times per week. So every single day, Monday through Friday, I put some sort of social proof on my story, and then at least twice per week on my feed. And you want to do that with your business as well. It's going to help tremendously. Okay. So those are the 3 things, coaches. Those are the 3 things. Okay. If we scroll up here, all right, you're not speaking to your niche. Okay. Your niche doesn't know you on a deep level, and you're not posting enough client results. That's why you're stuck right now when it comes to your content. And if you fix this, it will fix your business. Okay, real talk. Now, right now, if you're watching and you got value and you hopefully had some aha moments, you're like, okay, I actually know what to work on. And at the moment, you're just sick of being at your 9 to 5, building somebody else's dream instead of your own, or you're coaching in person and you're stuck on the gym floor with a capped income and you have no freedom in your schedule. It could be super depressing. All right. but you're looking for the exact tailored blueprint to help you hit $10,000 per month with online coaching. And when I say tailored blueprint, you might hear a bunch of gurus online actually say that, but I promise I actually mean it. And I mean, how can you take my word for it? Well, I started at 0 and eventually got my business to over 400 online clients. If you look at my Instagram and go through the highlights section, which is under my bio, we have hundreds of testimonials, clients getting results, making 5K, 7K, 10K, 20K, 25K per month. We know how this works. I'm not selling a course. I'm not an internet guru, right? I'm not going to sell you some overnight BS. I'm not saying come into the mentorship and your life is going to change like overnight. You're going to be a millionaire. That's not how it works. But I will change your life if you implement everything that we teach you. All right. This is not a random guru course. Okay. You're actually seeking one-on-one custom coaching to grow your online business so you can coach full-time, make way more money, help way more people, and have a lot more freedom. This is not, I throw you into a huge community and you just hope for an answer within 24 hours. We are on top of you, making sure you get results. Now, if that's something you're actually looking for, and I can't stress this enough, I need you to be serious, and I need you to be committed, and I need you to do whatever it takes to actually succeed, and you are someone that's like, Danny, just show me what to do, I'll follow through and get results, like, I know I can help you. If you're not, and you're a slow action taker, you rely on other people to make decisions for you, and you just don't really have that drive, my free content, I hope it helps, but the mentorship is not the best fit. We're looking for people that are coachable, driven, and really just go-getters. If that's you, you can book in for a business accelerator session. There's a link in the description of this video. You'll find it on YouTube in the description at the bottom. You can book in there. Okay, looking forward to speaking with you. Hope you have an amazing day, and let's grow your business together.